Good evening everybody, welcome back. So I'm not really sure how it's going to go because I haven't really planned it too well, but I've decided that it's a Friday night, it's a very hot day, it's been a busy week, jump into the car and let's go hiking. So I've loaded up the backpack and hopefully we can file somewhere for a little cheeky wild camp. So I shall bring you back in a short while and show you some of the trail. So let's get cracking. So this terrain is very different to what I'm used to in this South Downs way, where it's very chalky. Although I've only done a couple of miles so far, it's already filling up my footwear. But it is nice views. All I need is a bit of sea. It's almost like being on the beach. So the church you can see behind me is called St Martha's Church. And I think this is called Martha's Hill, but actually I think truly it's actually Martyr's Hill. And because this is an impromptu last minute idea, so you can see me better, that's better. I haven't really done my research, but I do know that there aren't many churches that have got the title of St Martha's, and I also know that the reason it's called Martyr's Hill is because Christians were executed or murdered here, and when they built the church they changed it to St Martha's from martyrs. I don't know much more about that. I think it dates back to the Saxon days, somewhere along the lines, but you can always Google it. Yeah, I just haven't done my research. You can't do research when it's a last minute wild camp and you've got to get somewhere and find somewhere to kit for the night. Do you know what, there's some great places up here I think that could be good for a little cheeky wild camp, but it is only 7:45. It doesn't get dark until 9:20. So it's way too early, so I'm going to keep going, but it could be one of those days that you think you regret your decision and maybe I should have stopped when I stopped, but no, I'm going to keep going and see what happens. I may live to regret it though. So I think this, I was going to say I think it's Newlands Caller, but actually I need to check that. Nice evening views. So it's about 9:15, so sun's going down. I need to start trying to find somewhere to wild camp. I have seen some places around Newlands Corner, which is sort of where I am now, but I'm in the latter part of it. But there's so many people. There's a car park there and it looks like it's a National Trust cafe. Loads of people there. Way too crowded to wild camp. So I've decided to go on a bit further. I don't really want to go too much further because I'm in a bit of pain, if I'm honest. So I need to find somewhere soon because it's hot, sweaty. It's been a long week. I'm not going to lie, I'm knackered. So fitness isn't what it should be at the moment, but hopefully soon we'll find somewhere. I don't know how much filming I'm going to get to do because I may end up in the woods somewhere. It's going to be dark, but I will do what I can. Okay, so let me show you where wild camp. It's way closer to the path than I wanted to. There's the path, but I think I left it too late. I should have found a place earlier, and obviously being a Friday night and a hot night, so busy. So behind this big tree, I'm probably going to sleep like that. I'm not going to put the canopy over completely on the account that it's so warm. I don't think I need it, and I end up with loads of condensation inside, and it'd be wet inside, so I don't think I'll bother. So it's now 10 o'clock, so yeah, just a little bit late really, but it is dark. Hopefully no one will come past now, and there'll have to be an early rise and pack up early. So tonight's choices are pasta bolognese. I bought a Wayfarer meal. I don't normally use Wayfarer meals, but I got it bought for a birthday present, and obviously it's only an overnighter, but they are quite heavy. Also, because it's hot and there's no water available, I wanted to conserve water, so it's a boil in the bag job. And I do have a dessert, which is a chocolate brownie, salted caramel chocolate brownie even, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have that because it's quite late, so I might just stick to the bolognese. We'll see. Okay, so that's that heated up. Hopefully I've done it long enough to, you know, I don't think I've actually, it's been a long time since I had a Wayfarer meal actually. I'm not going to do the usual and hold it up to the camera so you can see, oh no, I might do, you can see that, look, steaming up. I don't know if it really focuses with the GoPro, and it's a bit dark. Oh yeah, I did eat it up enough. That's warm. That's a bit warm. Yeah. So it's now almost completely dark now. So one runner went past, and he had a head torch on, but he didn't really pay any attention to me. So he went one way and then the other way. So he's out for a night run, but other than that, it's been dead quiet. I haven't seen a single soul. They're okay, these meals. Bolognese, it's not too bad. I've had worse, I've had better. But they're just a bit heavy really. But boil in the bag, it works fine. Saves water, I can use the water for tea or hot chocolate, whatever. But actually, hang on. Oh, that was really warm. I've actually treated myself. Now this is something I don't normally do on a wild camp, but and it was a last minute purchase as I was coming out the supermarket, so I got myself a little bedtime Strongbow, one of these skinny ultras. It's only 4%, so, and it's the dark fruit flavour. It's all that was available really. Wasn't a great deal of choice. It's a small tin, so it's not particularly heavy, and I thought I'd have that tonight with my evening meal, just as a little treat to myself. Cheers. First wild camper this year, and what are we in? June. Wow. So I just wanted to quickly say that I think this year most of my hikes are going to have to be day hikes or short overnight wild camps, because I've done, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles, and I'm already in quite a bit of pain. I was sort of contemplating whether to carry on and do the whole of the day 2 tomorrow, but looking at the distance I've got to go and how my foot's feeling, I mean, I'll reassess it in the morning, but I don't think realistically I'm going to make it. And I think even a hobble back to the car is going to be quite arduous. But And I think having that has knocked my confidence. So you know, I've been wanting to come out and do plenty of wild camps, and I was supposed to do the coast to coast, but for some reason that's not my confidence, and I've been finding lots of different reasons sitting at home not to come out and do a wild camp. So and even, you know, even though this is a bit of a last minute thought, I still, when I was packing, coming up with lots of reasons in my head not to go and not to do it. And I think then looking for a wild camping spot has made me anxious because of that lack of confidence, and then maybe, you know, you don't make the best decisions, and I'm far too close to the trail to what I would normally wild camp would like. But it is, I am along a trail that's, to get to this part of the trail you've got to walk a distance from either end to get to it. So I'm confident that nobody's going to come along here soon. I'm tucked behind this big tree, so I'm out of the way. So I'm in bed now, and obviously I've got to be up early when it gets light, so I don't want to hang around too late in the morning because I don't know how many people are going to be on the trail. So I'm going to get my head down now, get some sleep. I haven't been able to show you as much as I wanted to because I got to camp too late, but hey ho, that's just how it works out sometimes. So I shall catch you in the morning, and hope you have a good night. See you later. Morning everybody. So it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm standing on the trail, as you can see, and night wasn't too bad, very still, quiet apart from a lot of rustling and noises from the local wildlife. That was fine. Didn't see or hear anybody at all, but some people have already come along the trail just now. It looks like a chap was on his phone looking for his mate. He was obviously lost, and they're trying to find each other. So I think rather than stay here too much longer, I'm going to pack up the tent, walk along a bit to Newlands Corner, and sit out where there's some nice views there, and maybe make a cup of tea and have my breakfast there. So that's my spot, just a patch of ground. I did clear off a few twigs and that, which I shall push back in a minute. But other than that, as usual, leave no trace. There's my rubbish, put that in my bag, and off we go. I feel really tempted to continue on and complete the day 2 of this section of the North Downs Way, but I can feel this morning that everything just is painful. I'm already hobbling. I've literally just done 100 meters, so I'm going to fight that temptation and listen to my body and go back to the car. So back along Newlands Corner, and then down and up to Martha's Hill again, and then down into Guildford back to the car. I was hoping to show some more shots of setting up the tent and packing up the tent and cooking, etc. But I think because it was a last minute and I didn't get here till late, there was just an urgency to try and find a spot. Yeah, probably not as good as I have posted in the past, but nevertheless it is a wild camp. I did get past that barrier and get myself moving and come out. Okay, so I'll show you some of the trail on the way back, and I shall try and stop somewhere for a cup of tea and a bit of breakfast. And there, if you can see that, just disappearing over that, I think that's Martha's Hill actually, is the balloon. So you probably would have seen this before on various other camps, but my backpacking wild camping setup, I did think about bringing the wood stove last night, but it was very dry and it's hot, and it's probably just as well because where I wasn't ideal, and I didn't want to cause any fires, so I thought be responsible. But this is the Tokes 650 pot. It's got the bell arm in it so you can hang it over a fire, and in it is my small square bit of sponge for cleaning if I need it, lighter, and my stove, which I've just found a little old bag to put it in. So it's the Pocket Rocket 2. Make sure I do that up. And then inside, and I think I've shown you this before, but I did steal it from another a backpacker. A small bit of cloth for holding and wiping and things. But inside there is my gas bottle and a Nalgene bottle. So it's got a measure on it up to 300-400 mils. There is a measure inside here as a scale inside there. But I quite like it because I can make a cup of tea and have a cup of tea while I'm then making boiling some more water or cooking something in the pot. So it allows me to do both without bringing a bulky cup. So I just bought a cheap Nalgene bottle, really, carrying more I think it was, and just cut it off and sanded the edges down so it's soft, and the gas bottle fits in there perfectly, and it all slots in there so it's nice and compact. So while I sit here and enjoy my cup of tea, for breakfast, it was a last minute thought is grab one of these out the cupboard, which are actually on my daughter's. Sorry about that. I hope there's some left for you for breakfast this morning before you go to work. A squashed pan au chocolat. That's about it really. That's all I got. But it will do for now. Walking through the sandy soil and the pines takes me back to a childhood memory when I used to go camping in Spain with my parents, and myself and my brother would have flip-flops and speedos on. I'll be pleased to know that I don't wear them anymore. And we had a blow-up canoe or dinghy, and we would put that upside down over our heads and walk through these pine woods all the way through the campsite down to the beach. So I think I'm going to wrap up here and leave it here. It was a bit of an impromptu last minute thing. I don't think it's turned out as well as I wanted it to be. Wasn't the ideal wild camping spot, but I'm not really sure whether to post this video or not, but I did say when I first started in my very first video that I'd keep it real, and things don't always go to plan and don't always work out as well as you want them to. So I haven't been able to walk as far. I didn't get the best wild camping spot, but I still made it out. I had a night out in the tent, and I still enjoyed it. That's just the main thing really. So I'll leave it there. Hopefully there'll be some more to come, and I shall see you later. Take care, See you on the next one. Bye bye.